Welcome back. Some more technical difficulties there. We were talking about the NFC East.
Yeah.
Just finish that up right there, what you're talking about. We had,
like I said, this is an Eagles team that once their offense clicks, this could be a great team, but we're 11 weeks deep into the season, we haven't seen their offense click once. So you're kind of wondering if you're sitting there wondering if it's ever going to click.
Yeah, definitely. This is a team that needs to get going on offense, and let's go to their game this week. Tampa Bay. They got Tampa Bay. This is a team they could get going against. This is a team I expect Philly to win. Do you expect Philly to win too against Tampa Bay? I think Winston's going to have some turnovers and they're going to pull it out. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I got to agree with you on that.
Yeah, Tampa Bay has good defense, but they're going up against a better defense. That's pretty much the summary for that game. Now let's go look. Did the Giants play this week? No, I believe the Giants are on a bye. One of the later byes of the year. All right, so let's move on to Denver and Chicago.
I'm going to go Chicago here. They just stomped the Rams. The Broncos have no quarterback answer. Their defense is going to be on the field. When their defense is on the field that much time, that for that long, they're going to give up points, and I think the Bears should be able to execute.
I'm gonna go Denver. I just think that they're gonna be starting a better quarterback than Peyton Manning early in Brock Osweiler. Brock Osweiler sort of reminds me a little Aaron Rodgers, sitting behind Manning for a few years, learning, kind of almost like a student of the game. And he played well when he came into Kansas City. Besides the interception he threw, and
perhaps, yeah.
I think this could be.
He's been there since. Go ahead.
I think this could be a potential season-saving move for Denver. What do you think?
I don't know about that. Osweiler played at Arizona State. He's been there since 2012. I see that part, sitting behind a great quarterback, but let's see, he threw for 146 yards last week, a touchdown, and then, as you mentioned, the interception. I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. I just don't think Denver has a reliable quarterback at this point.
You have a good point there, but I think Osweiler is going to have a good showing against Chicago. I think this defense is going to step up this week like it has almost every game this year other than the past two. Let's move on to the next game, Oakland and Detroit. I'm going Oakland. I think it's going to be a blowout. What are you thinking, Matt?
Yeah, I think so too. The Raiders have some winnable games. I know we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Play this week against Detroit, then they're at Tennessee, then they come back against Kansas City, and then against Denver. So they have some opportunity to make up some ground, but it starts this week beating the Lions.
Yeah, definitely. But looks like Oakland has a good chance in this. I think Oakland's a team that might squeak in with that final wild card spot. We got to move on to the New York Jets and Houston game. I'm going to take the Jets in this one, despite Houston's great performance in Cincinnati. I think that was kind of a bit of a fluke. They may prove me wrong this week, but I think the Jets are the better team. What are you thinking, Matt?
Jets. I'm going to go Jets all the way. They're going to bounce back.
Yep, so that does it for that game. Let's go on to Dallas and Miami. I'm going to go with Miami in this one. Dallas's defense has played great despite their offensive struggles. I just think that offensive struggle is really, really hurting them in their ability to win games. Without Tony Romo, there just is no offense. And, yeah, I just don't see how Miami won't win this one unless they completely go dumb on offense and don't move the ball at all.
I'm going to go Miami here, too. I agree with you.
Yep. Let's go to, we already covered Tampa Bay and Philly. Let's go to Kansas City and San Diego.
Tough. I'm going to go Kansas City. They're playing better football week in, week out. They're kind of finding ways to get Alex Smith running the football to make up a little bit for Jamal Charles. But I'm going to go Kansas City here. Should be a close one, though.
I'm going to go Kansas City here, too. When you look at Kansas City, really struggling early on in the year, they just really hadn't put it all together. They should have beat Denver the first game they played them. They blew that game. And then losing to Green Bay on the road in Green Bay, a game where their defense is torched, and now all of a sudden they put it all together again. And this is a team that's clicking. Alex Smith has got the offense going, like you said. And they're just going up against a San Diego team that's been really, really inconsistent this year.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Green Bay and Minnesota. I want to hear your take on this first.
Well, I expect Green Bay to bounce back. Where is this game being played? In Minnesota?
In Minnesota.
It doesn't matter. I expect Green Bay to bounce back. I would be shocked if they lost 4 in a row. I don't know when the last time Green Bay has lost 4 in a row, but I would be shocked if they do it. This Minnesota team is great defense, and they run the ball. We talked about that earlier. But I expect Aaron Rodgers to fully gather himself, the Packers to be able to show some goodwill and fight back and win this one.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one. I'm going to be picking Minnesota. Yes, I am a Packer fan, and I hope Green Bay pulls this one off. But what I've seen from the players they have around their star players, the players they have around Matthews, the players they have around Rodgers, they're just not good enough. The supporting cast is just not there. They don't have the receivers to be a contender this year, it seems. Unless they can get Ty Montgomery back and he turns out to be everything that he was in the first before he got hurt. Especially that Chiefs game. If you watch that Chiefs game, Ty Montgomery made all the difference in the world on that offense. If he can play together performances like that, maybe they have a shot because it looks like he might be coming back this week.
Yeah, no, I agree with you there.
Yeah. A lot of people have underestimated Ty Montgomery's presence on that receiving core, but when he's been in, Green Bay has done very well offensively. All right, so that does it for that game. We got to go to San Francisco and Seattle. San Francisco picking up the victory last week. Oh, no, they were on a bye last week. My bad. But picking up a victory the week before with Blaine Gabbert as quarterback, a name we haven't heard in a long time and a name most of us associate with being a terrible quarterback. But he picked up a victory. And he's going to try and pick up another victory against Seattle, which I do not think he will do in Seattle. I think Seattle will win this one in a blowout. What are you expecting?
Yeah, I think Seattle should win this game. The Niners had their little win. I mean, that wasn't a little win. It was a good win with Blaine Gabbert against the Falcons, but I expect Seattle to win this one.
Yep. All right, Cincinnati and Arizona, a very good Sunday night matchup. Who do you have in this one?
I'm going to go Cincinnati. I think the Bengals also get back on their feet. Arizona, don't get me wrong, don't take anything away from them. This is a good team. They execute all 3 phases of the ball. Bruce Arians is doing great things here. But I think the way Cincinnati's played all year, yes, there was that one loss last week against the Texans, but I expect them to get back on their feet and play better football and win this game.
I'm going to go Arizona in this one. I just think that the way Arizona's been playing lately, they've been playing very well, coming off a huge victory in Seattle. I think they have by far the better offense against Seattle. I think that their defense is good. I don't think it's as good as an overall defense. I think they do have a better pass defense. I just see them shutting down the Bengals again. I think the Bengals will go into a little bit of a slump and then rebound towards the end of the year. But I'm expecting Arizona to get the victory.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And the last game...
I disagree. Excuse
you disagree?
Me.
Disagree? You would say agree and you disagree.
I think Cincinnati... I think Cincinnati's going to win this one.
All right, we'll see how that one plays out. Buffalo and New England is the Monday night game. Who are you going to take in this one?
Oh, this is a tough one for me. But I'm gonna, because honestly, the way that Buffalo has played New England, I mean, at least last time they played them well. I don't think that Buffalo can score enough points. But if their defense can stop them, if the defense can hold them to about 25 points, Buffalo's got a chance. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, so you're going Patriots?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I'm going to pick against the Patriots for one of the few times I've picked against them this year. I just see Buffalo. I feel like Buffalo's played well. I think their defense has played well. I think their offense can step up and play like it did against them the first time they played, and their defense can play like it's been playing lately. Then I think they will win this game, and I expect them to win this game. So,
yeah, I agree with you too. I think what they do have a good defense, and you look at cornerbacks like Ronald Darby. That's what this team is built on. So they play good football, but I don't think that they're going to be able to stop Tom Brady.
Yep, this game could go either way. I'm picking the Bills. Matt will be picking the Patriots. So that's going to do it with our recap for Week 11. Well, not a recap, our predictions. So it's time to move on to our next topic, which will be NBA basketball. So